Hey, Cancer. How are you guys? Let's do your reading. We're going to look into the person or situation that you're dealing with, the person on your mind, their current thoughts, feelings, actions towards you. We've got the Temperance card first out. This Temperance card depicts, or it speaks about patience and balance. You know, it's often, I think of it as emotional balance. Like, you know, 1 minute we're like just bursting inside, like, this is wrong, you know, and the next minute we're like, oh, but maybe they're just having a bad day, or, you know, it's kind of that back and forth. So this is all about patience and being able to temper your emotions, balance yourself out. It's also tolerance. So let's see. Wow, 4 of Wands. So could be twin flame energy. Then, or this is just pre-shuffle. I'm just sharing pre-shuffle with you. So 4 of Wands, that is all about not boundaries, foundations. Healthy foundations, commitment, strong. It's stability. The Emperor could be dealing with an Aries. Why do I feel like lights aren't on all the way? In the World. So maybe some big transitions, whole new world opening up here. The Emperor is about somebody that's very strong, controlling. Here it looks like there's strategy. There could be some strategy going on to open your horizons, open the world up to, you know, bigger, better things. But let's go ahead and lay out a love spread. How are you guys? If you would, please, please, please hit like and subscribe to the channel. If you're not already, it helps me and the channel more than you know. And another thing is, Cancer, I've been struggling lately, you know, so what I'm going to do, I've been trying to figure out, you know, how to get back on track mentally, emotionally. So I'm going to get back into gratitude practices. And so I thought any of you that might be struggling, let me know if you want to share in the comments. But I want to really start getting back into gratitude, the science behind it. And so I'm going to start really working on that. And I think I'm going to start putting some things in the comments. I'm going to start the comments off. You know, sometimes I do like manifestations and intentions in the comments, but I think I'm going to do gratitudes this round. Let me see what we feel. To read. Okay, so here we have 3 of Pentacles. Working together. Coming together, collaboration. Looks like a brick wall there. So take that that could mean something literally, like physically, somebody with red brick. But often brick walls mean, you know, something's blocked or you come to a standstill. I think the 3 of Pentacles does speak of, I know, it speaks of collaboration and partnership, and which with the brick wall makes me think of, you know, you're going to get a lot further, less roadblocks with cooperation, good partnerships. Surround yourself with people who are positive and uplifting, because that way you're not carrying the load by yourself, right? Okay, this is the mystical. I'm sorry, I can't find the comment that originally asked me the name of this deck, but hopefully you're watching. Tarot of Mystical Moments. It is beautiful. All right, let's say I was right. How are you guys? I'm all over the place. There's a 3 of Cups. Now, in this deck, the 3 of Cups does also, to me, look like collaboration, working together, like a small circle of friends. The 3 of Cups often depicts friendships and celebration, but this one kind of mimics the 3 of Pentacles. It's got these 3 circles, they're all in one. It's like a cooperation energy. Okay, so friendships, family relationships are probably going to be super important this week, month, okay? So, wow, Ace of Cups. You have something new in love is what this represents. You could be feeling, oh, wow, I just felt a very strong wave of love. Oh, gosh, makes me want to cry. I'm serious. Oh, I'm like such a dork. Okay, somebody is feeling, somebody either has a whole lot of love. I'm seriously, tears in my somebody either has a whole lot of love that's like really just dying to give to someone that feels like they're having to hold back. So we probably need to talk about this a little bit. You might want to fast forward if you don't want to hear all this. Okay, but If this is you and you feel like you have so much love and nowhere to direct it, a very good way to do it, a good thing to do is to put it on. So we can, and I'm Cancer Moon, so yes, I can get very emotional and dramatic, but we can feel like we're missing something because we don't have love in a relationship sense, like a romantic. But I just want to remind you that we have other relationships. We have love in other areas, and we can direct this love towards ourselves, of course, if we're not, towards our kids. The love that you have that's bursting to get out, if there's not somebody worthy in a romantic sense, don't stifle that love. Let it flow. Give it to yourself. Give it to others. This is a very beautiful card. Look at the butterflies. She's bursting. Okay. All right, I got a little emotional. Okay, wow. Y'all's energy, super strong. Temperance on the bottom of the deck. This is the first card that came out. And this is why I love the pre-shuffle. And this is why I often show you guys the pre-shuffle. Because whenever the pre-shuffle starts feeling strong, I know that it's going to influence or be a part of the reading. So bottom of the deck, temperance, patience, balance, tempering your emotions. You have so much love trying to get out that's like bursting. You're bursting at the seams. There's another, the strength card is similar to temperance. It's self-control, taming that lion and lamb energy. I love you guys so much. Oh my gosh, I feel so much love right now. Butterflies. Let's look for signs too. I love when we look for signs because it always seems to come through in the, the physical world. So here we have a dove, we have butterflies. Okay, overall energy between you and this person, it's tradition, stability, wisdom. The Hierophant is tradition. It's high level relationships. Could be someone that you look up to, like a priest. I'm not saying it's a priest, but somebody that is respected and looked up to, but there's truth, tradition, wisdom here. And in the position that it's in is, where you guys come together, you and the person on your mind. It's stability, it's high-level relationship, them and their energy. Look at that, 3 cups. So again, like I said in the pre-shuffle, the 3 cups is celebration, it's coming together, it's friendships. Let me see what it says real quick. Because sometimes when the cards come out more than once, I like to look at the book, see if I'm missing something. Yeah, I feel like there's something I might not be catching with that, but it's the person on your mind with the 3 cups in this deck. So it says these 3 women are celebrating their friendship and spending time together as a united group. So it's unity, okay? They're having fun, playing with hoops that connect and bind them. So just what I was picking up on it, so it's a connection. See, they're all in one hoop. It's very cooperative, collaborative. So in this deck, it does kind of mimic the 3 of Pentacles. So it's an element also of camaraderie, friendship, spirit, synergy. Okay, so synergy. So we're feeling that energy, combined energy is more powerful. 3 is more powerful than 1. We talked about that. So here we just have confirmation. I also feel like this is, for someone who wants to talk to me in the comments about how I'm misreading the cards because it's not the traditional meaning of the card. Part of reading tarot cards for me is intuitive. So I'm going to pick up on meanings that aren't going to go along with always the exact traditional. Okay, so I do understand the cards. Thank you for your input, but I understand the cards. I know what they mean, but I elaborate on top of those meanings. And because different tarot decks have different images, they bring different meanings in addition to the original meaning. This card is feeling to me like whatever I already said, but also I feel like in this position, there's something coming through about in this person's position, the person you're dealing with, an ability to have camaraderie, work together, and feel synergy, but not feeling like the person has to be just like them or just like you. You know what I'm saying? It's like acceptance of differences, coming together in closeness despite of we not all be the same, and not expecting or judging how others aren't just like us or don't think like us. It's like not expecting them to do everything the way we would do it. We're not expecting them to feel like, I used to always think, before I got into tarot, I learned so much from tarot. It's so wise. But I struggled with thinking, I would never treat someone that way. I would never treat, and I still kind of think that, but it's like we can't really, who am I to expect everyone else to think away? You can look at it two ways. You can look at it like judgy, like I must be so much better because I would never treat someone that way, or I would never think that way. Or you could look at it like, well, everybody has their different experiences. Do you guys see the contrast? So there's a lot of different ways for people to look at things and to be. Of course, it has a lot to do with, experiences. But this is an element, what I'm feeling through this card, and even though it's not the traditional meaning, is this person feels a sense of unity, collaboration, synergy, and an acceptance of even though things and people are different. Okay, hope I explained that well. Okay, Six of Pentacles, how they see you, very generous. The Six of Pentacles is someone who gives and who is very offering, sharing, gives more than they take, it looks like. Very giving. You've got that Ace of Cups here, very loving, generous. That's how they see you, how they view the situation. Cancer, this looks amazing. Game right under the Hierophant. This looks amazing. There is an acceptance for differences. There's a big level of patience and balance. I'll tell I was bothered by that comment. And I don't get, I really appreciate critical comments as long as, and it wasn't disrespectful. This person did not discredit themselves by being, ugly about it. In fact, she seemed very credible, but she just was very rigid and saying, you can't read cards like that. You don't know how to read cards. If this doesn't mean this and that doesn't mean that. It's like, do you understand intuition? And do you understand that different cards have different images that come through? Sorry. All right, here we go. Six of Wands. So how they feel about the situation. King of Pentacles. I'm kind of embarrassed. I'm like all over the place today. But Six of Wands, their next actions. This is recognizing, respecting, looking up to. This person, Cancer, is willing to see and accept and appreciate people despite their differences. I don't know what I'm doing here. I like the cloth because it keeps it from, being so cold and loud. But I don't really like the way it was making the cards angle up. Okay, so this Six of Wands, success, recognition. So that's their next steps towards you. I believe it's either for them to win that respect in your eyes and for you to see them as, in a very high light, or they see you in a very high light. Okay, so what you cannot see, the Magician. Interesting. Could be Taurus or Aries. The Magician is a creator. We'll have to elaborate on that. Tarot's advice, the Fool. Take a chance. Let go of baggage. So I think this reading be calling for you to do the same, which is not... How interesting that I just used that story in the middle of explaining this card as far as not being rigid and expecting other people to do everything your way. Like thinking that your way is wrong. So interesting. But the Fool is letting go of baggage. It's traveling light. It's taking a chance. It's a new beginning. It's a zero. It's the very beginning of the tarot. And again, look at that. One of the cards we started off with, the World. So some big transition, taking things to a whole new level. The World card is about completion. It's like something small and not fully realized or fully, that hasn't hit its full potential. I think there's a big blossoming. The World is typically an ending. It might be an ending to limited thinking, limited relationships, expecting the worst. It's opening up. We'll clarify. But we have that's the outcome. Let's get some clarifiers, general clarifiers, and then we'll ask more detail if we need to. But this is beautiful, amazing. Okay, so Knight of Swords, someone coming in. This is clear and direct. It's not wishy-washy. So this top row, a lot of love, bursting at the seams with love. tradition, truth, ethics, and a high-level relationship, cooperation, collaboration, and friendships, groups, accepting one for who they are and how they are, and understanding that we're all different, and actually appreciating differences, and seeing we can still, be a team and be united even though you think this and I don't, right? If white feathers could be relevant. Somebody coming in with this energy. I feel like this is someone that you already know. And there it is again, 4 of Wands. Foundations. This is maybe the best Cancer reading ever. No wonder I teared up. Y'all are just bursting at the seams with love. 4 of Cups. So I think with this 4 of Cups, okay, a whole lot of love here. Look at this. A whole lot of love. Okay. And then the next few the next few cards are the Devil card and the Emperor card. These two together, they could depict, somewhat of a controlling or strategic energy. I feel like this is saying, you don't have to figure it all out or make it all happen or orchestrate it. Just let this be, okay? Don't overthink it or try to control how it's going to happen. Lean back and let it happen. You can't see everything. You can't see how everything is going to come together, but it does. But you don't have to strategize and manipulate words, texts, conversations to go your way. Just authenticity is super strong. Okay, patience, balance. This is amazing. So much love here. And the next card is the Star. Okay, so the 4 of Cups is often it's about somebody that miss out on opportunities because they're stuck in, negative thinking or they miss out on something because they're too hyper-focused on something that didn't work out. Let's go back to the gratitude. We're going to do gratitudes. Hopefully you guys will join me in the comments with, listing 3 things that you're thankful for. That will immediately raise your vibration. You've got an amazing reading here, amazing love here. The only glitch I feel is the tendency to doubt and question it. So be super careful with that. What were we going to ask? Oh, the Magician. What is hidden? We've got the Magician and what's hidden. 3 of Wands. Forward motion. So you can't, we just talked about this. You can't see everything. The 3 of Wands is progress. It's things moving forward. So we talked about this. You look at this, the Chariot, and see this Chariot, because it's a snail, kind of makes me think things might be going slow for you in your mind, but I don't think so. They'd be going like the speed they need to. And remember, we all go on our different. Everybody's different. Remember this 3 of Cups. Whenever if you start questioning and doubting, go back to put that in the timestamps. Anything that's like something that you want to remember, you can put the time exactly in the timestamp. I mean, in the comments, you could do, 20:0 if you want to mark a certain time that something I said you want to come back to. If you put that time in the comments, it'll highlight it. And then when you come back across the video, you can just click on it, that time, and it'll take you straight to that comment. Where I said what I said. Is that making sense? I like to use the comments as kind of like a place to journal notes for whatever I just watched whenever I'm watching videos. So that way when that video comes back up, or if I want to watch it again, my comment will come up first for me and I can click on those timestamps I made. Okay, so use the comments as, a place to put your notes. But anyway, we've got 3 of Wands, progress, forward motion, and the Chariot. These both depict a not fast motion. The braids depict a long, something long, takes a while. And then the Chariot is obviously forward motion, but it's not fast. Do you see that? The Chariot. Okay, so things are progressing definitely is what you can't see. You can't see how it's all coming together, but things are progressing, okay? I just saw that 3 of Pentacles again with the brick wall. Strong element of reminding you not, to the cooperation, or lack of could, cause roadblocks. So this is amazing. I'm looking for what's hidden or what could be problematic. to help guide you, but I just want you to know that this is an amazing, beautiful reading. The Justice card, interesting balance. So things aren't always going to be perfectly balanced. Sometimes one will give more than the other. It's when it becomes ongoing that is an issue. But this person's coming towards you. There's 4 of Wands. You could be dealing with the twin flame. Let me know if you're dealing with the twin flame. King of Wands. So there are things happening in the background that you can't see. All right, so let's just go with the world. Let's look at the world. Outcome is a new beginning, so a death and something that is a rebirth of something strong. See the flowers? These are both completion cards, some kind of ending or transition. The death is all about transition, but see the blooming? So I think it's letting go of past experiences and negative thinking, expecting it not to work, so start focusing on things that you're grateful for, because then you get more. Our minds are designed to look for threats and danger. They're designed to question everything. So when you start thinking something is not going to work, you're going to start looking for evidence. So if you can retrain your brain to look for things that are evidence that it's going to work, then you create new neural pathways. That's why gratitude practices, partially why gratitude practices are so valuable. These ones, it's a decision, sometimes it's just a decision. Okay, King of Swords keeps coming out again here, and we already had we had the Knight of Swords, King of Cups, King of Swords. Okay, get all kinds of kings here. Why the King of Swords? Page of Swords. So I think this might be reminding you to not look at another white feather, reminding you to not look for what could be wrong. Okay, just got to get yourself busy doing other things. Distract yourself if that's what you need to. Focus on things that you can control. Don't be your old self if your old self hasn't been what you want. If what you want is not, if you're not feeling like you're reaching your full potential, then, you can sit on the couch and say, well, the world has to accept me the way I am. Or you can say, I'm growing, I'm evolving, I'm doing better. And so if you have like a habit of looking for what could be not great, I think it's time you can let go of that and relax. So this 4 of Swords is taking a break. There's another white feather. This dandelion, that's a twin flame sign for me. But the Page of Swords is somebody who's always looking, always investigating, even though it might be a tiny, tiny clue. See, that kind of reminds me of a needle in the haystack. A tiny, tiny clue of something that's not right or somebody pulling back. Don't be hyper vigilant on that. Your brain is going to tell you that, maybe because of the past. Start looking for what's right. And then remember this, Ace of Cups, bursting in love, right? Anything else? 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords, painful ending. So there is a strong element of a painful ending. It could be because of something experienced in the past. It could be some father issues, daddy issues, and just a strong need for stability, Let me grab an oracle. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, key points. Acceptance that not everybody's the same, has the same timelines, time frames. You definitely have somebody coming in that's amazing. Focus on the here and now, okay? So when you're looking at the past, that can cause you to feel, depression. You're focused on what didn't go right. You go to the future, worried about the future, it's anxiety. Focus on the here and now. Enjoy the things that are going the way you want now. You can work towards the future, but enjoy the things that are going well here and now. Oh my gosh, I just put that back and it came out. It was the next card. I put it back and it came out. Mending and Yin. So there's a lot of healing energy here too. I'm going to read that mending. Mending. Let's see. 52. 95. Okay. Each time, so this meaning is, and I love these oracles because they tend to pull the whole reading together, but it says forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. So the Oracle's message is each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. The pain, the memories, the echoes, the resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over. So now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now's the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. So we did have a lot of sneaking in here about, like, it wasn't forefront, but a lot of elements of sadness from painful endings in the past. There could be somebody super controlling in the past and strategic that maybe you have to work not to, be that way also. I'm not totally clear on that. It says, you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you want to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of hurt that is impacting everything you do. Even if you're not aware of it, the energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. So ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. So beautiful. All right, you guys, let's talk in the comments. Please like and please subscribe and tap the bell. Click, all. So tap the bell so it and check the all so you get notified. And let me know if you guys want to start doing, gratitude practices with me, and we'll start off with putting them in the comments. All right. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the comments. Bye, Cancer.